TRA's beginning was the foundation of the first telecommunication company in the Emirates of Dubai. Dubai Phone National Company was founded in 1960. The Ittisalat Corporation appeared in 1976. It was the integration of all telecommunication companies in the UAE. Successes achieved one after another.
Of regulating the telecommunications sector, the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority (TRA) was established in 2003 to assume responsibility of managing all aspects related to telecommunication and information technology sector in the state.
The TRA derives its goals from the telecommunication law. The executive order thereof, the law of high policies, the telecommunications sector, of issues various resolutions and regulations in order to achieve TRA's vision. It was reflected in the establishment of optimal environment for the telecommunication and information technology sector in the UAE, up to the rank of success center in the whole world.
Can you tell me what are the TRA's achievements?
Okay, the TRA achievements have exceeded all expectations, however, being relatively new, including granting the license as to the second operator do in the United Arab Emirates during 2007, which enhanced competitions and transparency.
In addition to what Ahmed said, the TRA has launched a series of initiatives, including the National Computer Emergency Response Team, CERT, in order to improve standards and practices of the information security and protect of the information technology in the UAE from the internet risks and penetration. The Department of Internet Domain Names has also established .ae domain administration, which is responsible for controlling and implementing all policies regarding the operation of top-level domain of the country code. The TRA has also declared the Arabic domain name as .imarat, where TRA believes that it is important to use Arabic language in electronic addresses.
TRA's ERP is based on 5 steps, which are considered the main pillars of any ERP. The main pillar is the IDSEP strategy. The second pillar is finance modeling, which control all the finance activities within the organization. The third pillar is the HR, which can review the performance of the employees. The fourth one is all other core business functions. And the fifth one and the final one is the business intelligence, which generates reports for the top level.
Before we start explaining the ERP system within TRA and their core business, we have to understand that ERP and all MIS systems are divided into 3 categories. The first category is SCM, Supply Chain Management, which is supplier-centric systems. The second category is ERP, which is centric to the organization itself. The third category is CRM, Customer Relationship Management, which is customer-centric systems. All of these systems work together to achieve the core businesses of the organization.
TRA is is in the implementation stage of the ERP system, which are as following: finance, HR, and procurement. The ERP system for the following different businesses is having, for example, type of approval, that having a small lab for device testing. For also numbering, we having 050, 055, 052, and 056. Another point, spectrum for the radio frequencies.
To end up with my friend Ahmed parts, that there is a numbering system within the TRA that's responsible to give the organization and companies a free toll number that starts with 800. In addition to that, the ERP has a system called Spectrum that's responsible to give the radio frequencies to the radio stations as an official frequency channel. Beside these systems, there is a system called .ae domain administration that allows any person to have a website that ends with .ae, but firstly he should register with the TRA.
Adding to these systems, they also have performance management system. Every organization has a strategy plan, which ends by setting up KPIs. Performance management system is responsible for monitoring these KPIs for the staff and the units.
Each model support features which represents reports on daily, fortnight, monthly, quarter, yearly, or semi-annual and annual, each to its enterprise level. The finance model is now 75% ready and still going. The implementation has been done in 4 phases. It was described, as the project manager said, as a hectic activity. It required a lot of resources with a lot of customization to meet the deadline and get user acceptance testing.
One of the things that TRA has faced during the implementation of their ERP is their current ERP, the legacy systems that they had. These systems were in these 2 systems. The first one was the Spectrum. The Spectrum was based on Siebel technology, which is owned by Oracle. The second system was their CRM, which was based on Microsoft Dynamics. The name of that system was Microsoft CRM. These 2 systems needs to integrate with the new systems, with their new ERP. In any MIS system, in any organization, there are 3 dimensions must be taken and considered during the implementation of that ERP. The first dimension is the management. The management's role during the implementation of TRA's ERP was mainly at the beginning, during the first pillar phase. The first pillar was the vision and the whole plan of that ERP, what TRA has to do, and their whole mission and vision that ERP must acquire. What TRA needed to do is to have their vision to transmit.
The organization's role during the implementation of their ERP was mainly in these 2 points. Firstly, process re-engineering to meet the business requirements. Secondly, training to their staff during the user acceptance testing and after. By always putting negotiation as one of TRA's main values, they helped in creating a more loyal employees where they want to give more to the organization itself.
Technology played one of the biggest parts in the implementation of TRA's ERP, and that by giving different solutions to choose from. So the TRA decided to go with the Oracle solutions since they support ongoing development and customization to their core business. And that by providing a large library of APIs from different systems to connect with and to conduct different transactions. Moreover, Oracle will allow the TRA to automate all of their core businesses regulations and create a 360-degree view to all federal entities so they can do decision making on live data and information, and that will achieve an operational excellence of the TRA.